It's a United States love affair with Formula One at the moment, so what a thrill for everyone today to see our drivers lapping COTA at full hot lap speed. It's the Circuit of the Americas, and it's qualifying.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are, so the current fastest lap, 1:54.2. Alonso, Albon and Piastri. And just behind us are Verstappen, Antonelli and Leclerc. Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:51.0. Piastri, Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz and Ocon. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Lawson, Alonso and Albon. And we're in front of Behrman, Antonelli and Stroll.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend, so we'll see you all tomorrow. It's wet here today, and we're expecting those downpours to continue. This will make for a difficult sprint for all the teams. It's 10 to the left and 10 to the right. I'm not talking about a line dance, I'm talking about the corners here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and turn 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6-mile track. But we may well see cars struggle to slow down here today as the wet weather interferes with the low-speed grip. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz and Ocon, Hamilton, Russell, Hadjar and Nico Hülkenberg, Gasly, Doohan, Yuki Tsunoda and Lawson, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Ollie Behrman and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Stroll and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now. might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, if we continue to use fuel at this rate, we won't have enough to reach the end of the race. You need to start lifting off the throttle earlier in corners. Let the car slow down naturally before you start braking, and that'll help us conserve the fuel you have left. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Okay, we've got 12 laps of fuel remaining. There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Okay, copy that. Left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now. Your front wing's damaged. Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it. Systems all looking good. Head down. Okay, you're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain, 10 minutes. Let's go, come on! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Alright, we're last of the running cars right now. Okay, Bortoletto just ahead. Let's push. Okay, gap to the car in front, 5.6 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 13 laps to go. Okay, we've got 10 laps of fuel to go, 10 laps of fuel left. Gap to your teammate ahead, 25.1 seconds. They're on old wets. They're in first. Time last lap, 1 minute, 51.6. Rain's passing now, so expect it to ease up in the next few minutes. So watch those lap times. We may have to pit for dries at very short notice. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Right, a gap to the teammate ahead of us, 24.5 seconds. They're on old wets. They're in first. And the time last lap, 1:51.6. Okay, gap ahead, 1.6 seconds. Okay, there's enough fuel to do 6 more laps. Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions. Just a reminder, we're critical on fuel, probably a lap or so short. We don't need to risk a DNF chasing records, so let's think about starting to conserve fuel, maybe lifting early into the corners. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Inters look like the best tyre for now. That's Russell just ahead, push for the position. And gap to the car in front, 13.3 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 51.2. You're gaining by 1.6 seconds a lap. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 12.0 seconds. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 6.4 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.5 seconds.
Yeah, good job. Good comms and everything, so cheers.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and of course the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.